Well, now, you come right on in here, sugar. Take a seat and mind where you place your feet. Some floors remember things. Tonight's tea is heavy, dark leaves, a little bitter, because tonight's story is about what happens when you invite something in that don't ever leave. It's time again for Granny B's bedtime stories. And this time, the questions asked weren't the ones that needed answering. Back in the late 60s, I lived next door to a sweet woman named Billie Ann. We were both young, stay-at-home mamas, raising babies, trading casseroles, and borrowing a cup of sugar every once in a while. She had a kind heart and a curious streak as long as the Mississippi. One afternoon, Billie Ann came over and asked, "You ever play with a Ouija board?" "Huh," I said. "Not a chance, sugar. My grandmother warned me. Don't you go inviting nothing into your house you don't know how to send back." She laughed it off, but the look in her eye told me she was already too far gone into curiosity. A few weeks later, her brother and sister-in-law, Wanda, came to stay with her. And wouldn't you know it, she and Wanda started playing with that board like it was a parlor game. At first, it was just innocent fun. They were giddy, said the planchette moved on its own, even when neither of them touched it. I warned her again, told her, not everything that answers is your friend. But she smiled. Then came the first time she ran to my house. White as a bed sheet, breath catching in her chest. Said she felt like she was being watched. Said sometimes when she walked through the hallway, she'd step back, felt like she'd stepped on someone's foot. But there was never anybody there. I tried to calm her down, told her it was probably just nerves. And she nodded and went back home. Until the next time. This time, sugar, she came running over in just a robe, hair wet, toothbrush still in her hand. "I was brushing my teeth," she said, "and I looked up, and the reflection in the mirror wasn't mine." Her voice cracked. Said it had black eyes, a twisted mouth, like a demon had barred her face just long enough to say hello. After that, she stopped being alone. She'd come to my house every morning as soon as her husband left for work and her kids were off to school. Sometimes she wouldn't even speak, just sat there, hands tied in her lap, eyes darting to the corners. She finally told her husband. He brushed it off as, "You're tired, you're stressed," all the usual things men say when they ain't the one hearing the whispers. Then one night, he got up to go to the bathroom. And in that dark hallway, he saw it. A tall shadow, darker than the dark, moving toward the bedroom. He flicked on the light. Gone. Next day, that man called a realtor. Didn't even ask Billie Ann's opinion. Just decided. They moved across town by the weekend. Didn't even take all their furniture. The realtor who sold it actually bought the house herself, turned it into a rental. But here's the thing, sugar. No one ever stayed in that house long. Always an excuse. Bad energy, cold spots, something weird with the mirrors. We moved into a new house a couple of years later, and I never asked again what else went on in that place. But every now and then, I'd drive past it, And you know what? The curtains were always drawn, even when the porch light's on. There are games we play for fun, and there are games that don't end when the box is closed. Thank you for sitting with me tonight. Granny's always got a cup of tea and a story ready. But this is your reminder. Don't go knocking on doors you don't want opened. And sugar, if something answers you from the other side, don't answer back.